Oh, it says we are live. Hey there, YouTube. We are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing? Um, Thursday night, we're back. Sorry, I was away on vacation a few weeks back, so I missed two RC Talk. And I know that we did a giveaway, and it's my fault. I did not do anything to give the winners their prize from 3 weeks ago. So I'm terribly sorry. I'm gonna do it hopefully tomorrow. I'm gonna send some prizes. We had a contest. It was a mudding contest, Tony, and we had some people winning some stuff here. So and now I have to contact the people and actually send some money. Keith won the money I offered. Whatever it was. I can't remember. I'll watch the video. And then there was some surfboard, miniature surfboard, and there was a hobby store that offered some prizes. So I got to send all the emails, the contact info to that store so the store can send a voucher to the people.
I
So
think it was like $850 you gave. Yeah, something like
wow.
that.
I'll rewatch the video. No, it's not 150,
Yeah,
850.
I said 850. No, it's not that.
I,
Keith, thanks because I won the money prize.
Oh, you won the money prize. Okay.
so it's all written in my document. I just got to do it. I just wanted to clarify this right at the beginning of this show. If anybody's waiting for their prize, I know Kinsler RC Custom also won something, and he's been bugging me and getting his voucher. He's waiting to put his order in. So it's my fault. I was on vacation. I was not. I only had my phone as access to internet. I just came back, so
You're totally
sorry.
forgiven, buddy. I didn't realize you were on vacation until I did the
It's all
live call
good.
with you and
Roy
seeing
wanted
me
to
in the
bite your head
woods.
off.
Yeah, before people start saying bad things about me again on the internet.
Yes.
Again.
Again. Yeah,
Again.
I get that a little bit. Well, anytime you deal with you probably got haters too. So I don't know, but as soon as you start putting your face out there, you always get people that are jealous. You always get haters. For the longest time, I had people coming in on my stream and giving me thumbs up. As soon as it came out, there was a thumbs down. Uh, Now they don't show the thumbs down, which is kind of quiet the people down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's every streamer has haters, and they're always going to be there. So not much we can do about this. Okay, so coming back to the subject, what Duckman? Do you have haters, Duckman?
Yes, I have haters. Haters.
Do you know them personally, Duckman?
They don't want to know me personally.
Oh,
Chill out, Duckman.
crazy. Tony,
No
like
leash
we
will
said,
hold that guy.
yeah, KBRC has a dual personality. Sometime he comes out. He did say on his stream, I think it was Monday, he was trying to be a little quiet because he didn't want to scare you off.
Yeah.
So
It's going to take a
it's
lot
all
more than that.
it's all good and
Okay.
fun.
What
So we're
body is
gonna
that? What body are you working on, that van body? What is that?
That's a rock van, Proline rock van.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I just painted it camouflage a couple of weeks ago, and it's duck and bean investigation van. They go out and do investigations.
Yeah. That's cool.
and
I'm
they
working
have a
on the interior.
morphing button.
Yeah, it morphs into all kinds of stuff.
The camouflage is so you can't see it in urban environments when they're spying on people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not spying when they're investigating.
Investigation.
People.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So Tamiya Tuesday, we talked about the BB-02, the Tamiya, it's a mouthful, the Volkswagen Dune Beetle Cross. We talked about that, and we're going to talk about it again today because Tony actually brought some the Dune Cross with him to actually show it. Before you show it, let's go through a couple things again. I did find this post on Tamiya blog. A lot of people have started posting all kind of different stuff and things like that. What I find interesting is the story behind this, because I did not know that until you actually told us that this was actually designed in America, in the US by Tamiya USA. So that was a very interesting story, and I'd love it if you mentioned that again. Go through the story again of
Sure.
how.
So the original BB-02, well, the original second generation of the BBX was going to be just this bug body on the BBX chassis. The look of it was slightly off when adding the motor in the back, the fake engine in the back, and the stinger and all that. So when that was presented as a future product, we suggested, we being Tamiya USA, suggested that they keep the body's rad, but put it on a completely different chassis. Make the chassis fit the body, not the body fit the chassis, because it didn't fit quite right. So we didn't really do the design work. That was still all Japan, but we had a lot of input on the outcome of this vehicle. We helped with the body. We asked about the new driver figures. We did say put it on a new chassis, and that's where the BB-02 came out. Japan designed a whole new chassis for this car and designated it the BB-02 from the BB-01, which was the BBX. And they asked about front suspension. Do we want the double wishbone, A-arm wishbone suspension, or do we want a trailing arm like a real Volkswagen? We said, well, a trailing arm would be cool. So they designed that, but we said, will the BBX front end fit on? And they said, well, yeah, we just kind of designed the trailing arm suspension around the mounting points for the BBX. And we said, well, we'll just include both suspensions, and you have one that's for performance and one that's for a realistic kind of Volkswagen design. And they were all in for that. So we got that. We got new a battery compartment. We suggested something a little bit easier as far as getting the battery in and out. The BBX is a little more involved. The BB-02 is much easier. The battery box is much bigger, so you can fit larger lipos in it. You can fit anywhere from a square pack to a soft pack to shorty packs to the shotgun packs. There's an extra little crevice, and I can probably show you guys that, or we can see a picture.
Yeah.
I think you had a picture of it last time.
Yeah,
a crevice underneath. Yeah, a crevice inside the battery box that allows you to kind of spool up the extra wiring in there. So it's just a much easier, right there you go. So it's just a much easier battery box for any kind of battery you have. Multiple mounting spots for your speed control switch. I mean, again, the crossover parts that only work on the BBX, so the BB-01 and BB-02 are wheels and tires, transmission. I think the shocks are similar. Steering components. I think there was something else. But and rear suspension. So everything else is, car's probably 85 to 90% brand new from the BBX. And a lot of that we got to have a say in. So because of that, Japan said it would be great if you guys went ahead and actually, when our VP was here, our marketing guy said, hey, since we had a lot of input, it'd be cool if we did the release on this car. He kind of wrote that down and went back to Japan, and we thought that was kind of the end of it. One of the designers then hit us up and said, so I'm building these two cars for you guys with the different front suspensions. What kind of electronics do you want? Blah, blah, blah. Our marketing guy, Fred, was just like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, we're going to give you guys the cars to do the promotional material for it, which is the first time in the company's history. Japan has usually done all of it. And
That's
so,
huge.
yeah, that was huge opportunity for us. So we went in the conference room. We spent a day and a half, 2 days, kind of planning out what we wanted to do. And we went out, did our video, came back, did a lot of the editing. It went through 4 or 5 revisions as we tried to get it to kind of flow right and keep all the pieces together and kind of get some excitement in the beginning, and then talk about and all the features, and then more excitement and then more features. And they loved the video. They loved what we did with it. And so instead of them coming out with their own promotional material, they just said, we're just going to use this. So it was a huge opportunity for us. And we're hoping it leads to more stuff, because this was a really fun project to work on.
That's very cool, man.
That's cool.
I hope they
That battery
allow
box
more
is
promotion.
absolutely huge.
Yeah, it's big. It'll fit a good size. We put up to an 8200 square pack, but an 8200 milliamp LiPo battery in there, plenty of room. You can use there's a little opening there. You can slide Dean's plug through there. You can put bullet plugs if you use like a race style pack. I don't think it's big enough for a Tamiya plug. I don't think you'd want to run one, or Molex, or whatever you want to call it. But
All
any
my
of
LiPos have those.
the Molex or the
I'm kidding.
You
I
you
switched.
also
I switched it.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
You
I
also
just said I
mentioned
switched out.
yeah. Okay, go ahead. Switched out what?
I never switched out my Tamiya plugs. I only had one Tamiya battery in my life, but if I had one now, I'd put it to a XT60. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that hole is big enough for an XT60.
No.
We haven't tried it. But I mean, there's plenty of plastic there. You could always hog it out a little bit if you need to get an XT60 through there.
Now, the demo one you received, you mentioned did not have the Dean's connector here, but you're hoping and you think this was done so they can do a T connector here from Dean's to actually have it, so you just connect your battery directly to it, and then you can just pull it out. So the connector is going to be directly on the chassis, right?
Right. So the sample car that we got to see in Japan for, I think it was the Nuremberg show, had a piece that you can kind of see the countersunk hole there.
Yeah.
There's a piece that held a plastic mount in place that captured the Dean's plug, T plug. And so you didn't have to feed it through. It kind of captured it to the chassis. Similar, like other companies have done that. Losi's done that, a couple other companies. And so when you plug your battery, you just plug your battery into basically plugging it into the chassis, and then put your battery in there. And then when you unplug it, you can unplug it, and the plug will stay connected to the chassis.
Yeah.
That was an option they showed us in the early sample car. Because they built these cars and sent us built cars, we don't know what's coming on the parts trees, what's coming in the box. So we don't know for sure if that's going to be an option or not. But I mean, if it doesn't come in there, and that's a pretty simple part for somebody to 3D print, and you already got the mounting solution there for it. 3D print a part, put it right in there, and there you go.
Cool. That should be interesting.
well,
And
after
I like
watching the
that.
show last week,
No, go ahead.
after I watched the show earlier this week, I had a question about the front end suspension. You said that with the original Volkswagen design, the shock is mounted vertically.
Correct. So here, let me show you.
For the
Okay. I'm going to take the bodies off real quick. This will give you a little closer look at the suspension and the vertical shock. So go ahead with your question, and we can get to that.
Hey, Tony from Two Lane Reflection. How you doing? Thanks for dropping in.
All right. So there is the trailing arm suspension. And it mounts the same here like it will on the standard suspension. And then if you look, you can see the shocks are pretty vertical.
Okay.
okay,
Okay,
So
so let me get the other one. Go ahead.
is that the exact same place where the shocks mount on the top or the other front end?
Yes. So because the A-arm suspension is wider, the lower mounting position of the shock gets pushed out. So the shocks go from this to this only because the arm mount is wider.
And is that the only option for the top of the shock?
Hold on one second. These body clips are tiny.
Like some cars or some RCs, they have multiple mounting holes for the shock position. Does
Okay,
that one have?
So no, the BBX, it's the same mount, it's the same upper mounting point as the BBX, so it will not come with, you can see it's kind of one mounting spot there.
Okay.
But then you can see the shocks are
They're towed out at the bottom, yeah.
Angled at the bottom here because this mounting point here is white. Where is it at? This mounting point here is wider out. The other one mounts closer in.
And it's also leaning for leans back too, doesn't it? With that,
I think just a little bit more than the. Yes, these are a little more vertical. Those kind of, you can kind of see. There's the front. There's the trailing arm, and then there's the.
Oh yeah, that's quite a difference.
Yeah, but most people are going to be doing the trailing arm front suspension because they want it to be more towards, I think, more towards the actual Beetle.
I understand that, and I was just wondering if I could, like, if that had to do with the different front ends, was there a way for me to lean the front shock further back on the have it
no,
tipping back on the Volkswagen?
Because the mounting point is, you can kind of see the mounting point here. I'm gonna find a place to hold it. It looks blurry. Is that, can you guys see that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can see where the mounting point is here. On
Yeah.
the suspension arm, you can move it out and in and out on the suspension arm with different holes. This is kind of a set spot because of the design of the arm.
Yeah, I meant on the top.
Oh yeah, there's no optional mounting spots on the top.
Okay.
I don't know if, oh, it actually mounts differently on the top as well. So this mounts from the side. The other one mounts from front to back.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the sub.
That is nice. But there's all kinds of room behind that shock too, though.
Oh, sure. Yeah. If you wanted to come up with a different mounting design, I'm sure you could. I mean, this kind of already kind of swoops up at an angle. So you could swoop it back farther, I suppose, if you want to print your own. I don't know. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see in here. But I don't think it's attached to the chassis. I don't think it attaches here, which you would think it would go through and attach here, but it doesn't look like it attaches here. So you could swing this back farther. You know,
Okay, cool.
You'd have to make your own mount. But
yeah, I see that.
There's room to do that if you wanted to do that, I suppose.
Yeah, you could just clip a piece across the top two bars
and
there.
There's plenty of room here.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to get in the way of that.
Very nice.
You might be limited a little bit by this bar here, how far back it goes, because it does jet out. But, you know, somebody creative could make that work.
Juices are already flowing and I don't even have one.
You should talk about how you guys made new female figures for the first time on this vehicle.
Yeah, so I don't know how well known it is, but all of the figures that Tamiya comes up with, they all have a backstory. So I actually didn't know that. I'd heard the backstory of some of them, but I didn't know it was like a thing. So these two figures are all new. I think there's actually some video of that we showed. They're all new driver figures, all new helmets. They allow, you can use either left or right hand drive depending on which side you put the drivers on. One has spot for the steering wheel. The other one kind of looks like a navigator. So if you swap them, then you can make a right hand drive car if you really wanted to. And the the figures have names. And so these, the new names we came up with, are Petrol Paige and Smokestack Sabrina. And they are sisters. And we should really post this. It's kind of interesting to me. We should post kind of the backstory of them, and how they got named. And they were sisters. I think the backstory is they found a Volkswagen Bug in their dad's warehouse, and they decided to build it up into something fun and go racing with it. And that's kind of how they became figures for this. So,
And they're more
Zach
elaborate.
works with the exhaust on that.
I'm sorry?
They're more elaborate figures too.
yeah, they're way different. They got the
More
neck guard.
detail.
They got the pipe, the mount point in the back of their helmet for a pipe. So I'm sure guys will 3D print a hose that goes from there to somewhere in the back. You could probably do different steering wheels. Yeah, you could get it. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, me and Beanfield might just go after them girls. Yeah.
Duck man, put it back in your pants.
They may be married. I don't know. Who knows?
Oh,
Yeah, true.
I thought they're two sisters.
is that a hard body?
That in their backstory.
Is that shell a hard body or is it Lexan?
It's Lexan.
It's Lexan.
Maybe Tony can put Duckman in the backstory when he writes it.
They were
Way
followed by a creepy
backstory.
guy.
They had an adventure, yeah.
Okay, so here is, I know somebody was asking about the Sand Scorcher body and the Beetle. So I think they
The
are.
Beetle's bigger. The new Beetle's
Yeah,
bigger.
I think, well,
Not by much.
you do that.
But if you can tell.
You can see that. It's pretty
Yeah.
close.
They are
It's bigger.
super close.
This is like
Yeah.
10 scale. This is 9 scale, so I'm not quite sure like how close
Yeah.
it's going to be, but it's pretty close. I guess you do it like this.
The new body's
door-
bigger.
The new post on the door post on the new one is a little further back, so that that's better.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
that's pretty close.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer. The nose is a little bit longer. The rear, where the motor is a little longer.
It
The
looks a
one's
little wider,
bit more
too.
racer.
Looks
Both
more
look
wide,
racing,
too.
but
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it could be
wider.
a little wider too.
Okay, not much, but it is. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you could still put both of them on a trailer, and they'd still look great.
Oh, they still look close, sure.
You can send me that Sand Scorcher. That's fine.
You know how many times I've told our marketing guy like that's the one Tamiya car that I've always wanted that I've never had. And I keep saying, if you want to get rid of this car, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. And then so here's a BBX. Let me try this again this way. And then this guy here. So they're pretty close as far as wheelbase. Well, this is going to be, this is the AA arm car. So there's the back. And there's the front.
It's a little bit longer, I guess.
Yeah. So it's just slightly. But I think axle's close. This has bigger tires on it. The BBX has bigger tires on it, so it may give the illusion that it's a little bit bigger.
Okay.
But it does appear to be pretty close to the same. The trailing arm suspension car is going to be slightly shorter because the front arms kind of pull the front tires back a little bit.
Those back rims, are they the same as the? They're not.
Well, this has aftermarket wheels on it.
Okay.
Because of the paddle tires. But the wheels that come on the BB-02 are the exact same ones as the BB-01, except that they're white instead of plated.
Okay.
So you could put these are the wheels and tires are a direct fit off of this car to go onto the BBX if you wanted to do white instead of, and vice versa.
Okay. I was gonna say if those paddle tires came with the BBX, and I'd say ask head office to put a set of sand paddles for the back in the kit.
Yeah, those are RC four-wheel drives. They're really hard to find. They were the only company that actually had paddle tires when I was looking for them.
Okay.
So, and I don't think they make them anymore, which is kind of sucks because they're super fun. Oh, I'm sorry, just like
That's a shame.
Now, on Tamiya Tuesday, you mentioned about the stack at the back, the exhaust. Can you,
Yes.
because
Stinger.
people are saying it's going to snap off.
Right.
Now, can you give a little backstory on that exhaust or how it's made?
So the whole exhaust system is made of nylon, which is much stronger than any of the other plastics on here. And it was designed in nylon for that very reason, so that it won't break off. It's a two-piece exhaust. You have your lower part here, that is, the tubing. Then you have your stinger at the top, and there's a screw that goes down the center and connects the two. Their mounting point is not to the car itself. It's, I think, right back here.
Okay.
So you got this mounts to here. So if you take these two screws off, this part comes out. Um, we rolled it a couple times. The test vehicle is not hard, but we did roll it a couple times, and this thing moves around a lot. I think if something is going to break, you're going to snap the tabs off here on this plastic, the roll bar plastic, before you do anything to that. I don't expect that to happen. This is pretty beefy looking at how it's made.
Is that piece where you said it would break? Is that like a separate piece of the original of the cage? Or would you have, if it broke, would you need a new cage?
You would need a new, it looks like you would need a new, it looks like the piece goes from here and wraps around to here. So it'd just be this.
Oh, perfect.
This piece
Just
right
the
here.
back roll bar
Right.
cage or push
It's
bar. Or
separate
whatever.
from this.
Yeah.
Separate from this,
Yeah.
and it looks like there's a mold line or a crease or a separation right there. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of dark in here. Sorry, but it looks like it's just this piece here. I don't know. Again, I don't really know how we're going to be selling the parts. If we're going to be selling this piece separate, or this piece in the entire cage. I would think that this would be a separate part number because it is potentially a failure point. But maybe this piece comes with the stinger, so you just buy the whole thing. I don't know.
And it's paintable. People say it's paintable, so.
Yes, you can. You need to primer it first with. I know Fred had said what kind of primer to use. Like a
Tamiya.
nylon primer, something like a primer for nylons, and then you can paint it however you want to paint it. You can do the bluing effect, or if you want to make it flat black or something. Yeah. In fact, I think one of these cars has it already done. Oh, this one does. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see that, but this is
You see a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's
Make the rest of the pipes look blue, so make it look like they're made out of stainless.
Yeah.
And on your demo unit, the one you did the video, what size of motor did Japan put on there?
I think we're running 10 turn in both of these.
Okay.
And on the beach, at the field, it was phenomenal. These tires, I mean, the grip was great on these tires. We never rotated them. We didn't change them. We ran these same tires the whole time, and they were great. When we got to the track, I think the compound's a little hard it was a kind of a hard packed track with a little bit of dust on it. You can get it around good, but I don't think these are the best compound for that. You would need, if you put more of like a race tire or something on here, it still worked great, but it's just, these tires weren't perfect for track condition. But it wasn't really made for track condition anyway, so for tracking it.
No, in the videos, it looked like it was ripping through the sand without any issues whatsoever.
Yeah, it was super fun to drive.
Was that on 3S?
We only run them on 2.
Really?
Yeah, we've only run them so far on 2. You could probably run a 3S on there. The transmission is actually pretty stout, so I would think if you're going to run like anything below a 10 turn and then run 3S, you may blow stuff up. But you may probably do that in most cars. But like I said, we ran this on 2S on a 10 turn, and it was wicked fast and super fun. Zero failure.
Yeah, it looks super quick.
Yeah,
I thought it was running a 3S.
No. We were on 2S the whole time. In fact, we were on budget 2S packs. We were on some of those shotgun lipos from ProTech, the high voltage ones.
Okay.
And yeah, it was ripping.
I just
and then
checked
the Nerf bars they come with the kit, but you can run them with or without. This car has them on, the other one has them off. So you can run it with or without.
Okay.
I don't like them with.
I
I don't like
liked it.
them without.
Right, that's what I thought too. I thought, oh, cool without it. And then they brought out this car and set it down. I'm like, oh, but I really like those. Those are good.
Yeah,
Well, they
they
look
really
good with
look
the
good
bug
on
body.
one-on-one.
No, they're just screwed in. You can either take
Yeah,
them on or off or whatever.
yeah. They made good handles for carrying, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Mounted jerry can on there too, couldn't you?
Yeah, I
Or
suppose so.
yeah, probably on there.
back corner there.
Yeah.
I think there's two mounting holes, two mounting hole things there. So it's
Oh,
possible they may be in a future one. Maybe you could use that to 3D print something to hold jerry can on there. Maybe that was kind of their thought is we may do that someday, so let's add it to that.
Oh, do
Sometimes
you,
we get these kits and we look at them and there'll be like extra holes and extra where extra things might mount to it. And we wonder if they have additional plans for a vehicle. Like the BBX is a bunch of little holes everywhere that the original kit didn't have. So they could be, coming up with optional
is
parts or whatever. We just don't know until they say, hey, we have some optional parts for the BBX or the
in
BB-02.
the rear where the motor is there a place to mount a whip? An antenna whip
Oh,
dune buggies used to have?
so
So I need to ask it. That was a good question. Thanks.
glad you said that because yes, you can. So you can see these little mount spots right here. Okay.
Okay.
I did this on the BBX and I mounted one there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
this is the whip antenna from one of our big rig trucks. And I just mounted it right there. And so now I've got the whip antenna.
Cool.
Now I need a flag on the end.
Yeah.
One of the other models of the buggy you showed, it had like netting on the side.
So this does.
Okay, I didn't see it. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, they both do. And
Yeah, I
that's
just
optional. You
didn't
can
see
run
it.
with or without it.
They come in the kit.
Yes. I don't know if it's a sheet that you have to cut. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be a sheet, and then they give some kind of template in the manual
To
where you
cut.
got to set the thing on there and kind of cut it out.
Yeah. It was just a camera. I didn't see it because how you were having the camera. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's cool now. Yeah.
And this will be
And
349 Russian or US.
yeah, 340 something. And the body, does it come pre-painted or you gotta
No,
paint it yourself?
it's going to come clear. It's going to come with
Awesome.
all the stickers. It comes with the light buckets so that you can install the buckets, but not the lighting system. You have to purchase the lighting system separately,
hmm
and then kind of wiggle it all in there. But it does come with that. The light buckets on the back are mounted to the chassis
Okay.
there. And so all the wiring then goes into the underneath that box there.
Hi, Lauren.
Yeah, a couple screws that just pull the top off so you can mount everything inside there. These little pieces right here, actually on the backside here are, I wouldn't say hollow, but these extend slightly past the box to allow air to get inside there. So you shouldn't be able to get any air or any dirt or anything inside there unless you submerge it. Then water will definitely go up inside these snorkels here and go inside the radio box. So as long as you don't submerge it, you shouldn't get anything in there. We ran it. I mean, if you saw the video, you saw we ran it in dirt, dusty area, beach, sand, and we had nothing. We opened the radio box up just today to take the radio gear out of it, and there was no sand or a little bit of dust, but no sand or anything in the radio box. So that was good.
So the radio box is not waterproof.
Correct.
It is
Now
not
you can
sealed.
probably waterproof it if you want to put a little silicone around. If you're not going to take your electronics out of there, you can put a little silicone around the. Oh, that was the other thing too, which we didn't show. So right underneath these are separate. And if you go to the video, you'll see the top when we take the top off the box. there are little ports on the top of this box here. Kind of hard to see. The top of this box here, it's little ports. You can attach fans, and the fans are 30 millimeter fans that will fit under this, so they can either suck air in or push air in or suck air out. So you have a way to get kind of airflow in there instead of just natural airflow. You put fans in there to kind of help keep things cool in there. So that's kind of another neat little thing.
Have one blowing it out and one sucking it in.
One blowing in, one sucking out. Sure.
Okay. I know once the car is built, you should not have to access the electronics. But let's say I blow my receiver or I blow the ESC. How hard is it to get to that electronic box? Do I have to take the whole cage off? And how many screws do I have to take off?
I think it is this piece here. So there's one screw here, two here, and two here. So 5 screws. And then once this comes out, I think we just did it. I think it's you just remove the screws from the top here, and then you wiggle the top out, and then you have access.
Okay.
And then when you're done, you just kind of wiggle this back in there, and then put the 4 screws in, and then attach this top brace again. It's a little bit of work, but it's not like there's no major disassembly to get to your components.
Because the Kyosho Rampage to get to the electronic box is a pain.
Yeah, you don't want to do that again.
No.
Now, if you're replacing a servo, you may require more disassembly because obviously the servo is kind of sideways up front here. It's kind of it's kind of difficult to see, but it's sideways. It sits sideways with the servo horn this way instead of normal servo sitting. Yeah, and you got to get to the wiring and all that, so it's a little more involved.
Okay.
How much would you say that weighs?
It's much lighter than the Sand Scorcher. I would say that I think it might be on the webpage. We might actually have a weight on the webpage if you want to go check that real quick. Sometimes we do.
Both cars, this one and the other one, this one, are exactly the same wheelbase. That's what's written on here.
Okay.
I don't think it talks about the weight.
If it did, it would be at the very top where there's dimensions. I'm sorry, at the very top of the where it says features. Usually the dimensions right there. Scroll down. Right there where it says features, they usually give like length, width.
Yeah. No. I don't see the weight.
Okay,
unless it says it here on this one. Maybe they have it here. No. Length, wheelbase, weight. Oh, weight. No, height. This is height, sorry. My readings in French translating did not. Nope, I don't see it. And if I go here for specification, it's other specification than the size. So you're going to have to get a scale. Okay, we'll wait for you to get a scale and we'll be right back. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, see you in an hour. So here's the wheelbases, or the length. Yeah, it is pretty close. I would say it's about spot on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys could see that. Maybe. So
that's a little bit of a difference for the width there for the front end too.
Yeah, quite a bit. I think it's 15 millimeters. I think we measured it out to be about 15 millimeters, which I think we talked about on Tuesday. The one with the double A-arm suspension being more of a race setup does handle bumps quite a bit better. The one with the trailing arm is a little stiffer, so you don't see it roll in the corners as much. It stays a little more flat, but it does get, if you got the wheels turning and you're hitting some of the bumps, it does get a little tippy. In the promotional video there, you see both of them kind of coming around a corner and one of them get up on two wheels. That was the trailing suspension. It just kind of caught a rut and kind of went up on two wheels, and the other one kind of just turned and sailed through the bump. So you do get a little bit of a performance difference with the two front ends, but I would say that the double A-arm suspension is probably a better performer, but the trailing arm wasn't bad. Like wasn't undrivable. It just, you know, you can't throw it into corners like you can this particular one.
Yeah, it's just 90-year-old technology.
Right. If you're even going to go on a track, if you're not going to go on a track, I mean, you saw the video. Both of them are ripping through sand at the park at the same speeds and very little difference in the two. You can see this one with the suspension kind of dip down and roll, but there was no real performance difference between the two.
Now, have you personally driven it?
Yes, I drove the double RAM suspension car more because I'm a racer, so that other design to me didn't seem like it was going to be very racing, but it was actually fun to drive. It actually seemed a little bit better to drive on certain surfaces because it didn't dive over. It was kind of very reactive. This one kind of was a little more lazy. One thing about these two sample cars, which will be different with the cars that get released, is that they were built with really soft oil. When we build cars for display, we rarely put any kind of race setup in it. We just kind of put a little bit of oil on the O-rings and then put a little bit of oil inside and we set it aside. It's not going to ever run. It's not going to ever go anywhere. It's for display. So when they were built these cars, they just used kind of a lightweight oil. They weren't sure what we were going to do with them. And in these two cars, I'm pretty positive the oil was really way too thin for what we were doing with them. A thicker oil in these will make the suspension much better. But so that's why you kind of saw the car leaning a lot. The oil's pretty thin.
The reason I was asking you if you've driven it, because I know the BBX, the way it's weighted and the way the battery sits, it's a little bit different than that one. The weight differential on that one on the Beetle is going to be a little bit higher. The weight distribution is not the same at all. The BBX should be lighter than the Beetle. So if you've driven both, which one handled better? I think it's going to be the BBX, but which one did you like better driving?
I did actually feel like the BBX when I was on a track, but it's hard to say because I set the BBX up. So I set it up the way I like to drive it. It had better oil in the shocks. It was actually kind of set up a little bit for my driving, and it worked really well. This did not have a setup on it. I think the oil was too light. The ride height might have been a little too high. But it still performed quite well. So that's the one thing that shocked me about the BBX is that rear suspension I thought was not going to be worth the whatever. I thought it was going to be kind of just a rough car to drive. But if anybody who's driven will know that car's got superb handling. This thing feels the same, and I know that if you put a little bit better, like I said, little bit of heavier oil in the shocks, really that's about it. It's going to be a good performing car. Is it going to be a little more top heavy? I kind of feel like it might be, but until you kind of set the car up for proper oil, I think it's hard to give a real it's hard to say without the car being ready to go. And I don't think it was ready to go, but it was still phenomenal to drive. So I think the performance is there for sure. Now, is it going to beat like RC10s and all those cars that are like race level cars? Maybe in the right hands, you could probably be quite competitive with it, but it's just a different kind of car. It's not really a race car. So you're kind of comparing apples to oranges in that area.
Cool. Well, you guys did a good job on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it came out. When we first saw their first renderings, we thought they were just renderings. We didn't realize that, hey, there's your car. And we're pretty stoked with the way it came out, for sure.
Troy, you had a question when I started speaking?
I can't remember now. I'm just Googling looking at it here.
If I put it closer, you can touch the screen.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
It's
I'll make it bigger
7.1
for you.
pounds.
Was that Brad?
I saw that it was 7.1 pounds.
Okay.
I don't think it's that heavy.
you said it was lighter than the Sand Scorcher.
Yeah, this is, of course, this thing's all metal. It's all metal. I feel like it's significantly heavier, but in a hard body. But I mean, I can find out tomorrow. I'm going to the office tomorrow, and well, no, I can't because we have TCS finals this weekend, and so they're going to be taking these cars down to the track tomorrow morning at like 7 a.m. Setting it out for people to like check them out. So I won't be able to do anything tomorrow, but come Monday, I could probably get some weights for you guys.
They should have changed the oil in the shocks before giving it to people to test on the track.
Yeah, that's what I said. Um,
Are you not allowed to change the oil?
no, we could have. We just didn't have time to do it. We got the
Okay.
cars. We got the cars and then had to pretty much just head out. We were on a tighter time frame than we thought. So once we got the cars, we had to go do video pretty much right away.
It's a gear diff or a ball diff.
I think this comes with the gear diff, but I'm not
Okay.
100% sure. I don't know what
But-
they're including with it.
The BBX came with a ball diff.
I didn't
So-
know.
And then it will come
Right.
clear with all of the decals, so you can either paint it like this or I think it's a single yellow, and then or maybe yellow and white, and then put all the decals, or you can do, Herbie the Love Bug, or
Yeah, Brad is but very box arted.
I do box art on my Japanese brands. I just can't have it any other way.
do box art.
does it say there if it come what kind of differential it comes with?
Rear ball diff.
Oh, there you go.
Transmission uses the TO6 rear ball diff. This for the BBX, I mean. Let's see this one here, what it says. Fine. Diff. The seal gearbox is a built-in ball differential. There we go.
All
Okay, there you go.
differential also.
Nice.
That means it's the same transmission as the BBX, so it just makes sense. But I wasn't sure if that was what they were going to put into it or not.
But this one has the boot for the dry shafts.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
You said that kit was Phillips head, special Tamiya Phillips head, or is it?
No, it's all hex hardware,
It's all
All
hex.
Hextron.
all hex hardware and full ball bearings.
I'd like to know how many people in our chat would be wanting to buy this.
I don't know, Brad. Why don't you ask the question?
How many of you guys are interested in buying this car when it comes out?
Brad, I'm sorry, but when this comes out, I'm definitely going to want to get one, and I will be, if I can get my hands on some Sand Scorcher decals, I think I might do the box art for the Sand Scorcher on,
That would be cool, right?
just
I thought the same
because.
thing.
Well, it does have blue on it too, so this decals have some blue.
I might get one too, but I might just for the hell of it do a Herbie version.
I knew you would.
Yeah, a bigger Herbie.
Yeah.
You've got a Herbie in
Off-road
the
Herbie.
background there, don't you?
Be
I got
off road
the Herbie
Herbie.
there, yeah. It's over here, right here.
Yeah, very nice car. Very well done. And sadly that'll only be my second Tamiya.
What was your first one?
Back when it first came out, I lived on a military base in Alberta, and I mowed every lawn I could for a summer, and I saved up and got the brand new Tamiya Bruiser.
Mm.
And I just fell in love with that. And then I built it. I took it to my model club, and I got all the older guys in the club to give me tips and tricks on how to do the paint job perfectly for the decals, and how to lay them in there so you wouldn't see the decal outline when it was all done. And I did everything they said, and I drove it twice, and then we moved. So I was told I couldn't put it in the car with us.
Oh,
because we were driving across Canada. So I put it in a box, and then I took the Tamiya box art and I cut the top off, and I put that on the top of the box that I made for it, because it just didn't fit in the original box all put
Yeah.
together. And when we got to Nova Scotia, it wasn't on the truck.
Oh. Yeah, you just put a calling card about what's in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Real
Somebody
quick,
moved it.
there's a question real quick in the chat. Segia 4764 says, I might have missed it, but how fast can it go? Yes, it can go that speed. It all depends what motor. There's no motor, no ESC, no nothing. So it will go as fast as whatever motor you put in there. Is it going to be 100 miles an hour? I don't think so, but it could. If you put the right speed, the right pinion, and all that in there. That said, is there pinion adjustment, or is it only a specific spur and pinion?
No, it uses a standard RC sliding motor setup.
Good.
So you can put whatever spur gear on there, and then your pinion, and then adjust the gearing to fit whatever motor you're using. It's not like the standard Tamiya where it's clocked. It does
come with opinion, right?
Actually, I don't know if this does or not, because we haven't seen a bill of materials or anything for it. It may not. I would say maybe, but because they don't know what motor system you're going to put in it, it would just save them money to not put a pinion gear in there that you may not use. So, but I won't know until we get a bill of materials or something to see.
The only difference would be the shaft of that motor. Depending how big a motor you put in there, the shaft is going to get bigger or smaller. But on the two-wheel drive, they basically go with just a small 1/8 shaft. So
yeah, I could, if they didn't put a pinion in it, but they'd have to tell people what pitch to use.
Yes. Yeah, it's usually in the manual anyways of the pinion pitch.
Yeah, but
I swapped out.
I swapped out in the
BBX. I went to 48 pitch because I've got a ton of 48 pitch pinions, and that crossover was pretty simple to do, and then it just opened up way more gearing option and motor options for that car. So I'm pretty sure you can, since it's the same transmission, you can probably do the same thing for this car.
What pinions did you guys use to run them?
I don't know what were put on there. I didn't do that. That was
it was factory built, Brad, so they don't know.
Yeah.
What? That means you didn't open it up.
No,
you didn't open it up to see if they had the right amount of grease, the right oil. You didn't. You just put them on the ground and run.
To drive them.
Yeah.
Here's our new toy at Christmas.
No one answered the question about how many of them are interested in buying it in the chat.
Really? I guess no one, Brad.
Well, because of what you said about the transmission, I bet Tom Lee there in England is probably going to do a 100-mile-an-hour challenge with one.
He'll probably put a 7700 in it like he did the BBX, which it took with pride.
Okay, and how fast did they go with the BBX, Brad? Do you know?
I think he thought it was doing about 60 with
60 miles?
The 7700.
Okay. So it could, in theory, go 60 miles an hour easily because somebody else did it with the BBX and it has the same transmission.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast he got with his Sand Scorcher, but I do know he said that he got the record for it.
Oh, yeah?
I think that did over 60 miles an hour, too. I think he put 100,000 RPM in there, that motor.
I think Keith got the KBRC 13 got the fastest, slowest speed for a semi truck.
Yep.
What was it? 17 miles an hour?
Yeah, it was something around that. Yeah, 17.
It was very slow.
Pretty fast for one of those.
Yeah, you'd be
But I
out of
sent
control
my
on a 18
transmission
scale.
to Josh, and
Yeah.
he got the fastest. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
good.
got over
Yeah.
60 miles an hour with it. I think.
Yeah, a few years back, I did a semi truck, the 14 scale semi truck speed challenge just for the hell of it to see what people would do.
You,
And,
you know, Tony, what I'd also like to see come back is the Tom Tech stuff.
oh, here we go. It was how long did it wait? An hour into the stream until Brad starts wishing for a re-release to come back. It took only an hour.
I talked very little so far. So what are you asking
Yes,
me?
you did. Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
You can't get this. The Sand Scorcher isn't released again. It has it. Like it's not out now.
No, I
No,
think
it's all.
I think there's I know we probably still have some in the warehouse, but I think it's been discontinued.
Oh,
They'll probably re-release it at some point. That's kind of what they do with that particular car. Um,
It's a beautiful model. I don't know, and people love it. So
yeah.
well, this is probably going to be my very second Tamiya kit.
Oh yeah, cool.
Because I very much like this new one. And whoever you had driving in the video and popped the old suspension up on two wheels like that and held it and then brought it down, especially doing a turn to the opposite edge, that was very well driven.
it's.
And then I also liked at the back in the end of the video when you park them fast on the beach, it's side by side. That was very well driven as well.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say most of that was probably luck. Like the two-wheel thing, guarantee that was luck.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm like,
you
oh,
were
we gotta
filming
do
it,
that
so
again. That was cool. No, didn't
yeah, I
happen.
know you're filming it, so it was planned for the video.
I mean,
Tony?
yes, we have professional drivers in the office that know how to put cars on two wheels.
Tony from Tulane Reflection says, I remember correctly, KBRC13 went 7 miles an hour, not 17.
7.
Hey, Troy, are you going to use the trailing arm or the double wishbone on it?
It's dude. I'm going old school. It'll
Trailing arm.
be my modern day Sand Scorcher with female drivers. So
Just-
I would put the trailing arm on it too.
Just so people know that don't know Tony, that's in the bottom that was showing off the car, he actually works at Tamiya USA, and also he has a website called Competition X. So if you guys want to go see some guides, how-to article, and a bunch of RC maintenance, he's got a whole bunch of different things there. RC tuning, there's RC news, and he's also got RC manual. Problem is the RC manual, this one is there, some of the manual, but everything else is not. So he is on because he's rebuilding this site right now. So he will have all the manuals there shortly. Hopefully shortly. Here's the one that are there right now. So
Hey, Tony, where did the guys, where did they film? What track did you go to film the running stuff?
Brad, why are you changing the subject while I'm talking about something? This is exactly what I was talking about. We're on a subject, we're talking about something, and then you go off into another tandem. Just relax. You'll ask your questions once I'm done. Thank you. So if you guys want to see a whole bunch of different stuff from tuning and setups, go check out Competition X. This is Tony's website. There's a lot of different stuff on there for you to help you out. And I did put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to go see it. Anything else now, Brad?
Yes. Where did they film the track? Where is the track?
So we went to Score Raceway. It's actually, well, it's called Huckleberry. It's probably 25 minutes from the shop. It's in Anaheim, and they have
Is it this
Huckleberry
track?
I'm sorry?
This track? Is it this track in the background?
No, that's oddly
Okay.
enough AI generated.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So the track has got two sections. It's got an off-road that's called Huckleberry, and it's got an on-road that's called Score, and that's kind of one of the local tracks in the area that has a an off-road track that we can get access to after hours or whatever to do whatever we need to do. So
Cool.
You know what I remembered when you put together the hard body version of the six wheeler, and you raced it or you ran it. You were.
oh yeah.
I think you said it handled better than you expected it to.
Yeah, I mean it's foam tires, so I just put them a boot. I just wanted to drive it around the track because I figured, not too many people get a chance to drive one of those Tyrrell cars on an actual track. So I thought, well, it's got foam tires. I'll just put it on the track and Tamiya motor, Mabuchi motor, and it was surprisingly good. It was pretty fast getting around the track.
How old of a kit was that?
That was like one of the OG Tyrrell, the six-wheel car, one of the originals. It was like well, I couldn't say it was the original. It's more like the first re-release of it, so it was a little more updated than the original car.
Wow.
But it ran the six wheels, the foam tires, the single servo that ran did forward tires. No hop-up parts on it, just built it right out of the box, put it on the shelf. I'm going to run this one day, and then just took it down there and drove it, and it was fun. It was good.
That's cool. They banned that from racing after they
Yeah,
first seen it.
back in '77. But you guys had you guys came out within the last 5 years, 3 different versions of that.
Probably. Well, I wouldn't. I don't know that we came out with 3 different versions, maybe 3 different re-releases of it.
Three different bodies on it.
Okay. I don't follow it that closely.
Tony, I'd never been to your site before, but after watching the Tamiya Tuesday, I did go to your site and I did look at a bunch of the tips and tricks and wish that I knew about your site when I was getting back into the hobby, because after my first Tamiya incident, I was out of it for quite a while, actually most of my life, and I only got back into it like 16 years ago. So that I wish I knew about your site, and because of how easy it was to manage, I am going to send friends of mine to your site when they're looking for stuff, because that was.
I mean, that's you're kind of the person like it's geared to, is somebody who kind of just wants to learn, like an easy place to get information about how to tune your car, or you have a long lost manual you want to use, or you got a radio that has 10,000 functions and you use 3 of them because you don't know what the other ones do. ESC with the same idea. So it's just trying to just give back to the community, help you learn how to tune your car and just enjoy RC more. That's basically what got me started.
I'm going to be using it for the radios because I'm basically a computer illiterate, barely functioning, right? So, but yeah. So
it's surprising how your driving and tuning changes when you something explained to you. Like when I first got my first computer radio, I don't even know which one it was. I used I used 1/100th of it. I don't even use hardly any of it until I started playing with it. And then you realize different cars. If you drive an F1 car, you can tune the radio to make an F1 car drive really easy. Touring car, crawler, the radios can all be adjusted, speed controls can all be adjusted to make driving it so much easier, which makes it so much more fun to drive them.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that. I got a Noble. I don't know half of what it can. I know 1% of what it can do.
Sure.
Because I know it'll hold more than 20 models. So yay, I know that. But I got that because I drive. I hold it with my right hand, but I steer this. So I put the radio this way, all the stock ones to drive. So I got that, and it's like,
okay.
Now it's on
There's
the right
20
side.
models in this thing? Let me check that, see if there's 20 models in this thing.
You're like me,
Frank,
man. I
you got 2 new
steer.
guys today. You got 2 new people today. Thanks for coming.
I'm upside down.
Guys.
Yeah.
I drive like that.
Yeah. My friends, when I did Top Truck Challenges, they're like, they see me drive everywhere else, and I was driving the way you do, holding it with your left hand and steering with your right.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing that. When we were doing trail runs and stuff like that, I was holding it this way and I was driving it. And when we did a Tough Truck Challenge, I started an event and the guy goes, whoa, stop, Troy. And it's like, I'm like, what? He goes, you're holding your radio wrong. I'd never seen you hold it the right way before. So he said, he grabbed my truck, took it back to the beginning and said, okay, hold your radio in the hand you always do. And then it's like, yeah. And yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
it
really
really
cool.
just comes down to what's more comfortable. I've seen a lot of people drive it kind of backwards like that before.
Yeah,
I'm
mine's
right-handed
upside
too,
down
though,
and
so
backwards.
Yeah.
It's weird. But
It's only weird to those people that don't use it that way.
That right.
Left-handed people too drive them differently.
But
So we
a
had
lot of new people, when they drive RC car, they hold this like a pistol, like a gun. And I tell a lot of people, especially new, I said, turn it this way towards you. And now you're driving it like a real car. So you turn right, you turn left, and not turn forward and back.
And backwards.
And then it kind of clicks on them and goes, oh, this makes it so much easier. You just turn the radio towards yourself. So basically, for the new people, it's a good trick. And then slowly you see them turning their radio back the other way because your hand naturally just wants to go straight.
hey, Frank, hold that in your left hand. Or no, hold it in your right hand, sorry.
Well, you told me left.
I know. All right. But now just tip it sideways and it does the same thing as what you said.
Yes. True. Yeah, you tip it sideways and now you can actually drive it that way.
Yeah, that's just how I've always driven.
Let me tell you, I got big hands, and right now my finger cannot fit in this stupid little hole, and my finger is hitting this, so this is really not comfortable for me.
You can
That's what she said, Tank.
If I'm on this side, I'm good.
That's what she said.
I missed it when you guys were talking about the access to the electronics in it. Is it going to be
after the show's over, Brad, you can rewind and rewatch the show. Like that, I'll get more views on the show instead of us.
Really hard, Brad. Going to be hard.
No, he did mention that there's about 3 or 4 screws, about four or five screws on the top, and you remove the top, and everything should come out from the top.
Yes, it's very easy.
For Brad, it's going to be a screw here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This top piece comes out, or you can remove the screw here and leave that one attached, and this will come out, which will make it easier. So this piece connected to this, that comes out, and then screws. I think there's probably 4 to hold the driver. The drivers are attached to the top of the box, so 4 screws to do that, and then this kind of wiggles out, and then you can get inside the battery box. And then just wiggle it back in and attach it.
The seats of the driver is actually the top of the box.
It's connected to the top of the box, yeah.
Okay.
So it's right there. It's connected.
That's good to know that the driver's is connected to the box.
Yeah.
Duckman, it does look like there is enough room for Duckman to stick his head between the sisters. Leading in from the back seat.
Right there,
And Duckman, for you, one good thing about those girls, they have no legs, so they can't run away from Duckman.
That's good too.
Yeah, but if we put him in there, he's not going to have anything lower than his shoulders.
True.
Will be good for the girls, though, because they won't be copping a feel.
There is a driver of me, too, see?
Okay.
You could probably get that to fit instead of the girls.
Yeah.
He'd probably put that himself in the passenger seat and the girl driving.
Are they molded in, or are they separate pieces?
No, they're separate pieces. Okay. They come in the promotional video that I put a picture in, or a short video clip of the different parts. So it's, I think, 2 helmet pieces, maybe 3 helmet pieces. The arms are individual, front and rear of the arms. The torsos are individual. There's quite a few pieces for both figures.
The visors don't tip up, do they?
No.
No, okay.
And so the cockpit seems like, does it have a dashboard?
Does not. Well, it has let's see if I can
computer, right? She's got a computer in one hand.
No. Kind of got a sheet right there with no decal, so you could probably print something or 3D print something. How do I get in there? Right here.
Yeah.
Right there.
There is a flat surface, but no dial.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
that I know of. It could be on the sticker sheet.
True.
Would have thought they would have put it on if there was, but it's
Yeah,
possible
these are
that
pre-production models, sir.
Oh yeah, the passenger's not I thought the passenger had a laptop, but I guess not.
She might have in the final release.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also have a separate manual transmission stick. So
yeah, right in there.
Yep, right there. Yeah.
Very nice, man.
The steering column is not attached to the front to the anywhere though.
Correct. Which is interesting because it does have these like little.
Yeah.
My finger will find it eventually. Those little
Yeah.
guys right there.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's not
how it's so
attached.
easy to switch side driving. You
Right,
just
you
switch
just
the driver.
unscrew the driver and move them.
Need to have a drill a hole and put a servo behind it so the steering wheel can turn.
There's plenty of room in there. Looks like it
Yeah.
could be.
In the front, yeah.
are the seats are separate too, correct?
Yes.
So someone could actually
car
put
does
their own
that.
figure in it.
Sorry, say that again.
I said the seats can be used to hold just an action figure.
If
No.
you cut him in half, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know why you want to do that, Brad. Those are
I
Probably
wouldn't. I
the-
wouldn't. I would keep them that way. I just that some
Those are
people
the-
may want to. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
those are the best looking drivers I've seen put out by Tamiya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the most detailed.
That was one of the things we had suggested is something because it's an all new platform. It really won't cost that much more to put some new driver figures, and they kind of knocked it out of the park with these. I mean, these look good. I think they look fantastic.
Yeah.
The tooling on them looks so nice. Like the
Yeah.
detail that
So this
There you
is
go.
the top of the box, and this is the back of the seat that's actually attached to the
Yep.
top of the box.
The top of the boxes, that's where you put all the electronics in there underneath the box.
Yes.
So they're underneath
Underneath.
okay.
Tony,
So if you
can
go
I
back-
get a
Yeah, they
sticker
look
sheet
good.
from the Sand Scorcher from you guys, or is that something that's discontinued as well?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The sticker sheet from the Sand Scorcher, is that available through you?
You can't if we have some in stock, yes, but I don't know what our stock is on those right now, if we even have any.
Okay. I would like to get those and then for mine and put some of the stickers on.
Check
new
out
one.
eBay. Check out eBay. There's
Tank.
there's people sometimes selling some there.
Now I
Go
want to
back
get
to-
them straight from the source.
Well, they are real Tamiya. It's just if they're discontinued and you can't find them, there is some people selling some on eBay. They are
Okay.
the real Tamiya one. It's just you'll pay the price, but you'll get them.
You'll pay a price. Yep.
Hey Tank, go back to the picture of the girls.
Go back. Okay, I'll be right back.
Bum.
They also the figures themselves are bigger than the old figures.
Oh, I gotta find the girls again. Can't remember where they
Yeah.
were. Oh, there they are.
You see the one that it's done, the passenger side. That's where I was saying it looks like she's holding a laptop.
Well,
Like a
you could
laptop
always
that's closed.
You could always
could-
Dremel her end out and put a piece of plastic there and make it look like a laptop. You could
Yeah,
always.
but it
put
looks
that.
like it's closed. She's holding one that looks like it's closed.
I
She's
think
just-
initially what we wanted to do was put like a bar. Like a lot of the off-roaders have the
Yes.
bar that's supposed
Oh,
to
the
come
bar
out of the
cross.
deck,
Yeah.
the T-bar, and they hold
Yeah.
on to
Oh
it. I think
crap
that was-
handle.
Yeah, right. I was
Yeah.
going to say a different way, but oh crap is perfect. And I think that's what was planned for this. But probably not, it's just another cost. So they just went with this. But, if
Yeah.
you're creative, you could always Dremel the handles out and the hands out and put the handle in.
And that tool, the detail on them looks so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did a great job on those.
And even I'm going to be building a cool airbox for the tubes.
Well, you
I'm
have-
sure
you
you
have
get
lots
all
of
the
hoses.
little stickers and stuff, right, for them?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there may be more stickers on the sheet. We just haven't seen on like a production sticker sheet yet to really know.
These
I
are the-
wonder. I wonder if when it comes out, I wonder if it's going to be in the new volume 2 book.
Oh, for the catalog?
That catalogs. I wonder if it's going to be in the new catalog that's coming out soon.
Can't tell
I'm sure it
you.
will be. I mean, they've talked about the car already, so.
Yeah, stickers or decals? Decals
Oh, there's
That's
stickers.
for
what
your
Troy says.
Canadians.
Decals. I hate decals. I hate when you say decals, Troy. I hate to tell you.
For your Canadians, they're decals.
They're
Some
deck-
Canadians
Stickers.
still say decals.
Oh, they are. Tomato.
Yeah,
My way is better than your way.
Ketchup.
It's all
tomato.
good. Just remember, you guys, like Canada is on top of the US, right? You have to look up to see us.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
but
what it is?
don't go there.
So,
What's
so
that?
what Frank says is you're collecting all the manuals from every model they ever made, huh?
As many as I can find. It's kind of hard because a lot of the early cars, the manuals are, if I get lucky, I find one and they're kind of beat up, so I have to scan them in and kind of make them look nicer.
Mhm.
I mean, I have like, I think 6,100 manuals. So getting them
There's-
loaded into the database is going to take a little bit of time, but um, I think
You're
it's a
loading
cool thing for people to have.
So
I
is
loaded
that a
the
project
manuals.
for you? Is it a
Wow.
project just for you, or you're going to show it on like online?
No,
There's-
it'll be for everybody to. So before I move the site, I think I have it. 6,100 manuals takes up a lot of space. So I was moving all the manuals, and I think I um, reloaded all of them all the way up to M, I think. And then I decided to move the site. And when I moved the site, I have to reconnect all the manuals again.
Mm.
So I got to do 6,100 manuals again. So I've only gotten through the very first one. I'm just trying to make sure the site's working right and get everything smooth before I connect all these again.
And these
That's
aren't all
good.
just Tamiya instructions, right?
No,
I'm sorry?
there's Duratrax. Like, see Duratrax. There's a whole bunch of Duratrax here.
Yeah, it's every
Oh, okay.
manufacturer like that I can find.
Man, that is an awesome service.
Yeah.
I think Tamiya has made over 200 cars since their beginning of RC.
Yeah, they're kind of
And-
hard to do because their manuals are massive, so it takes up a lot of. If I don't want to go in there and kind of make all the files smaller, it's kind of a big project.
Now, he does have a thing here. It's a purchase button, but it's actually free. So
Yeah.
you just got to hit that, and
So
there is no
most
cost.
so most of the manuals, probably 85% of the manuals are free because I think that's the way it should be. There are some that cost a couple dollars only because I have to buy them originally and scan them in. When I was doing that, there were other websites that were going in there, finding the manuals, downloading the manuals, and selling a digital copy of them on eBay for $5.
Yeah.
So, I'm doing all the work of gathering them. I'm doing all the work. So I wasn't really trying to make money on them. I'm just trying to kind of help prevent somebody from, if you want a manual, I want people to come here to get the manual. And that's kind of what the service is. But when
Right.
I've got other companies or other websites, I mean, they don't even like take any of the watermarking off. They just download it and sell it. So,
Hmm.
It looks like you have other things besides RC manuals.
well, most of these are RC. This particular one you're on is RC, and then I've got another one that's got all the radio manuals, one that's got all the speed controller manuals,
Wow.
and I think that's it for right now.
I thought I
No.
saw
That's a big enough
Edelbrock.
project.
You thought you
Well,
saw what?
Edelbrock actually made an RC car. Yeah, I don't think it was the Edelbrock, but
The
They did
actual
make-
Edelbrock for 1-to-1s.
right, yeah.
Now, the one you had, Brad, that you purchased from that other company, what the heck was it? Can't remember. But I wanted to see if you had the manual for that. Anyways, it'll come back to me.
I knew what you were talking about.
Well, it's one of the car you got. It's not a Tamiya. Anyways,
You
from
bought
one of
something
those.
other than a Tamiya?
Yeah,
I
Brad
own,
got
Yeah.
I
another
own a
one.
No,
Toyota. I own Arma. I own. Uh, I've had
more
WL
donated.
Toy, but most of my cars are Tamiyas.
No, it's just,
I
anyways.
have Jegs, and they
Jags,
have
that's the one. Jags.
yeah,
Don't think I have that.
No, jamming. That's where I am right now.
yeah. They made three cars a couple of years ago, and there was a buggy and two monster trucks.
It's how do you spell it? Jaggs? Jags?
Jegs, like the JEGS,
Hmm.
JEEGS.
ESC manuals.
Oh, okay. JEGS. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see it.
yeah. They they borrowed some chassis from other manufacturers, like TEN-RC is two of my trucks, and then uh, uh that guy, one of the famous racers in RC, he they their Stinger buggy is exactly like his without all the other little things that came with his car.
Cool. Pat's RC channel just gave out a gift for a subscription to my channel, and looks like hanging with uh, JD won that free membership for a month.
We've
Cool.
got a
Nice.
thunderstorm going on out here.
Chris is here.
Chris from RC84 Film. Thank you.
Yep. That Chris.
RC84 Film. Tony, he's the one that gave me that Hummer and the 6x6, the Konghead,
Okay.
Okay.
which are both running. I did some videos on it already, and they're running, ready to go. And I did a winter video with the Konghead. That was kind of fun in the snow.
Oh yeah, I bet. The snow for sure.
Now I got to take it all apart, put bearings in there because he did not put bearing when he built it. So I got a lot of bearings. I bought some packs, and I got to open it up, put some bearing, and lock all diffs, all three diffs, because I want to make a crawler all of it. And I'm going to change those tires to crawler tires, and then I'm going to put it four-wheel steering, and I want to make it a crawler to see how it actually goes. Some people tell me it's too fast, but I'm going to have to make sure I put a good motor in there, a slow motor or something.
A slow motor.
Beat the barn. Go beat the barn.
And so I think the Dynahead has the most ball bearings of any Tamiya car.
Well, the Dynahead does because it's portal axles, and it's
Yeah.
going to have bearings in the portals. So that's why it
Someone
gets more.
I forgot. I was like, do you remember how many there is, Tony? It's like 95 or something, or it's way up there. It's 50, 60, which is amazing that they could put it in such a small car.
Let's see.
Don't know.
Find out.
If you check on Eddie's bearings, you might be able to find the kits and how many bearings he uses.
I heard that the whole kit of bearings for that vehicle is more than $30.
Probably.
Oh, RC84 Film, he says he's sorry because that Kong head was his first Tamiya build. So when he built it, so he didn't know to put bearings, he just used a bushing. It's all good. It just gives me something to do.
Says 40 bearings in the Kong head.
Wow.
Okay, so and there's more than that in the Dynahead.
Yes, Dynahead's gonna have more
Oh, because of the portals, yeah.
portals.
Which Tamiya kit had all
Ooh,
the gears that ran from the front all the way to the back along
The
the side of
G6,
the
the G601.
That's the one I'm talking about, G601. I have one here.
Okay.
all right. So the Dynahead has 30, 40, 54, 58, 68, 76 bearings.
Wow.
That's a lot of bearings.
That's a lot of
It's got
bearings.
a lot more than the Kong head.
Well,
Like
yes.
20 more.
Oof. I would just stick with bushings at that point.
Some spots are okay, yes, but some soft spot you could benefit on bearings, I think.
So you can spend $90 on a bearing kit, or if you want ceramic bearings,
Or anything
That's over
else.
$100.
$335.
Ouch.
That's like
You buy a nice kit for that.
3 times the cost of the kit.
Yes.
But it would be the smoothest running one of those
And
ever
so
seen.
fast.
So the bearings, the original, just the bearings for the Dyna head is what? Said $50?
85.
85.
I mean, it's roughly $1 a bearing. So I mean, that's typically what it kind of comes down to in most cases. How many did we say? 30, 40, 50, 68, 76. So yeah, almost $1 a bearing.
Yeah,
Less than
Frank, don't even tell me how much that is in Canadian. I don't want to know.
that.
It's over $100.
But
He said, Chris said it did a great. He said that when he did lock the car, he said the motor got hot, but it did a great. It did great.
Cool.
Is that Chris from GCM?
No,
No.
that's Chris from RC84 Films.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you put a lower turn motor or change your gearing on it. There's a bunch of different ways you can reduce that heat. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
you probably put the smallest pinion you could in it and a slow motor.
But one thing I want to do also on it is put four-wheel steering. Problem with four-wheel steering, the kit comes. That's one thing, Tony, you might be able to help me with. I want to turn that into a four-wheel steering, but I need the hardware that comes with the kit to make it four-wheel steering. And there's a shaft that I cannot find anywhere and on any stores. It's just the option. So in the manual, there's a page that shows you need all this to make it four-wheel steering. I
Which
could
car is
find you
that?
the page.
Which one are you trying to do?
Put four-wheel steering on the Kong head. On the G, what's the G06 or what's that frame?
E601.
G601. In the
Can't
manual,
find,
it says to turn it into four-wheel steering, you need these parts.
you can't find your shaft tank.
No, I can't find that shaft.
Terrible.
Jerry said that on a 2S, the Dyna head stock on a 2S is a little monster.
Imagine all to me as it ran on the nickel packs.
Yeah, but you can
put
find
them
2S.
on
You can find 2Ss to
lipo.
fit them now.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine you put 2S on those, and someone who's been running the nickel cat their whole time in the hobby would be like, wow, I can't believe I can drive this so much longer.
Like me,
Right.
Yeah, three diffs in there.
KB only has one lipo.
Hey, Frank, you're going to get oil-filled dampers for it too, right?
Probably. I think I already have some spare ones somewhere.
Well, that's an
See,
awful
that's
lot of.
another thing I need is the knuckles to make it four-wheel steering. Because Chris, when he gave me the kit, which is okay, I got it for free, I'm not complaining. He did not supply these with it. So some parts were in there, but some parts are not. So I got to go hunt for parts.
I think the
kit
knuckles are
actually
pretty.
came with the hookup.
The knuckles are pretty. I think they're universal with some other things, so those should
Yes.
be pretty easy to find.
Yeah, it's the other one there. I'm trying to find a page where it actually says it for the four-wheel steering.
So you have to change out the whole arm so that you can get the caster block and the steering block in there.
Hey, Hey, Frank, you could also use a 1800 kV motor for duty to run it slow on brushless.
The MC11, this push pin, I need it for the rear and for the front. This screw is easy. And then I think I have this block, but there's there's another one. I'll find the image and I'll send it to you. Here's the other one here.
Do you have my hit me up after the show or tomorrow. I'll give you my work address and then you can send me your parts list what you want. And I think we have, I don't think it's the calling head, but we got, I think, a Dynahead in there that might have some of these parts. If I can find some parts rolling around in one of the boxes, I'll see if I can get them shipped to you.
Cool. Yeah, even like I said, I can get it to ship to a UPS store, which is right at the border. There was
So this you can make 4-wheel steering then.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
But see, you need the MC11, and this is the shaft 5x19. I have a hard time finding. I found some other ones that are a little shorter than 19. It's 17, so it might fit. I don't know.
Chris says he's going to look for it.
Okay, cool.
Jerry says the steering block, is it the same as the Clodbuster? Similar.
I don't know that for sure.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same thing as Clogbuster at all.
These are 18 scale rigs, guys.
Yeah, but I've always said it, Brad. It's the body that determines the scale of the truck and not the wheelbase. So here it is, 4-wheel steering.
Right.
So I did find some of these from other kits. So I did find these. I found this. This screw, I'm not sure if I have, but it's basically from page 20.
Tank,
noticed-
excuse me.
Yeah,
It's 6-wheel drive. What wheels are going to steer? The front two and the rear two?
yes. The center one stays the same.
Okay.
It would have been cool if they would have did the steering one in the center also, but
Hey, Keith, it would make a good mutter.
Oh my god.
You're talking to Duckman right now.
Yeah, that wouldn't
You'd
work.
like to do mudding with it.
That would not work with all those different gears. That would not be a cleaning job I'd want to do for maintenance.
Yeah, well, Keith doesn't care about that.
You only do it once.
but
Right.
And then put it back on the shelf and just watch it forever.
You must have put a bigger body on it to make it a 12 scale.
So for this thing to be a good crawler, it needs 4-wheel steering. Definitely, because it does not turn on a dime. And it's all 6 independent suspension, so that's pretty good. But it's going to get a little bit bigger tires. I'm going to make sure I put bigger tires on there that it's almost touching here. So it should be a cool build.
It says it also floats on water.
Well, these tires, yes, it will. And see, I got a bill already. I started buying parts for it already to turn it into into that. So
I don't. They never said it was a 12 scale on the box. It's always said 18 scale.
So see, yeah, the knuckles. So I bought this part tree, the TL01 part tree, to actually have the front knuckles. So I got that now. So there's some parts I got. I just got to go through my list through that to actually see exactly which parts I got missing.
This is a in the instructions, right? So this doesn't classify as a hop up for you, Frank?
No, it's not a hop up. The kit came with all the hardware and everything to make it 4-wheel steering. It all depends if you wanted to put a second servo in there right away or not.
Okay, I get you.
So, yeah. So I bought the little ball ends. I could only find the blue ones.
You found the TRF parts. They're
You
blue.
can de-anonymize those.
It'll be fast now because it's lighter.
Little blue balls ends.
Ba-dum-bum.
Well, Tony, I'm very happy I was here to meet you and get all this information. I will be saving up for this
was
one
fun.
for sure soon.
Good. If you have any questions, you
idea-
can hit me up at the site, and I'm always answering emails from the site. So
Cool. I'm gonna go, guys, because it is 12 or 9 minutes after midnight here.
oof.
Okay.
All right.
Good night.
Thanks for
Bye.
dropping in.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for
later.
coming.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go through the list and find out what I got missing and not. But I did buy a shaft, just to tell you the truth real quick. It should work, but it would be nice to have the right one. But when I look at the manual here, it tells me the shaft is 5x19, and I did find a, come on, 5x18 by axial. So it's only 1 millimeter short, so it's, in theory, it should actually fit.
Yeah, it should be fine.
But there's other little tiny things that I think I got missing, but I'll double check.
And does that going to put a lot of pressure on the middle wheels when you're turning?
No.
I don't
No?
think so.
You'll see when you
Keith,
get it built. I'm gonna be interested in watching that.
Keith, the gears in that are fairly thick and they're durable.
Mm.
I mean, the main drive gears, the diff gears are wide.
And the reason I want to do it is, why the hell not? Like,
Right.
but that's
And then you'll do your crawler thing, like you'll do the hill climb with it.
sure, good, depending on what kind of motor I put on there, yeah. But it's
Either
just
gonna be
because
brushless.
I can do it, I want to do it, and I probably will do it. When? I don't know. We'll see. RC84's film says he got the new 1/14th hydraulic dump truck coming next week. Oh, another one. Wow.
Oh,
The Volvo A40G 6x6 2-speed, 3-foot long, 50-pound. Yeah. Yeah, he's been getting a lot of construction vehicles. He's got some loaders. He's got a whole bunch of different stuff. And he's been getting into the semi-truck with the flatbed and all that to carry all that. So that should be kind
Yeah.
of cool. My Dyna head is 1/12. That's what the Dyna head. But basically, that's what I said. It's the body. The Dyna head is a different body than the Kong head. So the body dictates the scale of the truck and not the frame, not the wheelbase. And I've told that to a lot of people. Because a lot of people sometimes they buy like a Kyosho phaser and there's a body on it, and then they put a different car, but in real life that car is way shorter than, like, here I got a Camaro and I got a Bel Air. The Bel Air is way longer than the Camaro, but in this they're the same wheelbase, so
yeah, right.
they're both 10 scale. It's not true to fact, and that's why, in the way I like Tamiya, what they do is they got the M chassis. M chassis is the smaller one and gives you a smaller wheelbase, gives you a smaller body, and they usually put like the
Mini
Bug
Cooper.
or the Mini Cooper. That's a good one, Brad. Another
Yeah.
one is the I have one of these, the Mazda MO5, not MO5, the Mazda whatever.
MX5.
Miata.
MX, yeah, the Miata. which is a much smaller car. So now when I take that Miata and I put it against these car, it looks real, or against even the Tamiyas here, against a Ferrari or the
Because
Lamborghini.
the body's 10 scale on it. That's the whole point. They made a mini chassis that would have 10 scale bodies on it to make it 10 scale.
Yeah. And that's why they got the BT. BT is it's the same chassis as the TT01. But what's the B for? I know is it because it's the way the motor goes, either front wheel
I
drive or
actually don't know what the BT stands for.
okay. So,
Better
Could be.
tires.
better tire.
Better tires.
Could be, could be. We don't know, so we'll stick with that one. The BT has better tires, but sloppy steering, right, Brad?
Right.
Yeah. But he says
BT for
you
better
can-
tires was better than SS for sloppy steering.
he says you can tune it up better to make it less sloppy.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. It's just like the rally car. Once I did the rally car and I put the shock so it would push the suspension as far down as possible, but as soon as I did that, I had toe out because the arm. So now my tires were like this. I go, whoa, this is no good, because I pushed the tires as far out as I could. And then I realized I got some spacers, and then I just raised my two arms. They were pushing down like this, therefore bringing it toe in. Anyway, I can't remember. So by lifting back the arms like they were supposed to and putting spacers, I fixed my steering problem just by adding a 4 millimeter spacer on each side.
A lot of
remember it
companies do
was-
spacers to make things more precise.
Mhm.
And
I remember
Tamiya
it was
is one
way
of them
toe
to
out.
do that.
They were
There was-
way toe out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were toe out.
Just
So
a
by
bump steer,
putting
probably.
pardon me?
Tamiya cars are notorious for bump steer.
Yeah.
Depending to the shock suspension, the tires will go like this or like this.
Yes. Yeah. And I think the MO5 or MO6 were MO5. Some people were saying they like better the steering on the MO3s than any other version because you had too much bump steers on the MO5 and so on, even the MO7. So
I had
people were saying
I
the
had
best-
an MO1 and
You
it sounded
had?
real. I had a MO1 long time ago.
That's one thing
when
I'd
they
like
first
to
came
try
out,
to
when they
get.
first came out, the little chassis. And I put I think I put the stock tires were on it, and I got it to actually make tire scrub noises. I put a pretty fast motor in it, and it would run turns. It would squeak like a car on the edge of a heat, which adds to the more realism to how an actual car will work.
I'd like to find myself an MO1, an MO2. I have an MO3. I don't think I have an MO4. I have a 5 and a 6. So
You need a 7 and an 8 too.
they're too friggin' expensive. I want to get one, but I'm waiting. I'm a very patient man, and I'm looking at marketplace. As soon as I see someone that's selling one cheaper than retail, that's a problem with marketplace right now. Everybody think they have a gold mine. They paid $150 for the kit, but they want $300 for the car. That's fully built.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. It seems like you really like the mini chassis from Tamiya, and that's why you want to collect all of them. Have a theme going.
I just want them, just like I got a TA02 or 05. I can't remember which one I got. But
There's TO2, TO1, TO3. I think they're up to 8,
okay.
if I'm not mistaken. Right, Tony.
Yeah. Yep. Oh wait.
And after when you hit 3, they're all belt drive from there on out.
Yeah, I do have a belt drive. The one I got from what's his name? But anyways, I got a blank and tired. I do have one of the cars from him, which the battery loads it from the underneath. That one is kind of cool also.
I wish they wouldn't have stopped making the XO1 or the XMO1. No, I forgot what I don't know why I can't think of it right now. And they went to the 2 with the mid motor. people first the one with the motor over the axle. They felt it handled better, which is kind of weird because technically a mid motor handles better.
The
I'm
XM
talking
one?
about the rally car, the XM, like it's the bigger version of the XM.
So there's the, oh, you mean the XVO2?
The
Are you talking
XVO1,
about-
yes. I'm talking about the XVO1 and XVO2. They stopped making the XVO1, and that was a good car. People liked the way it handled better than the XVO2.
Max Paul says, get them all. Thanks, Paul. Next.
I kind of think the XVO2's way superior handling car,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
but
people
maybe
put
it fits my
through
driving
paces.
style better.
People put it through the paces around the track, and they said the XVO1 did faster times.
Mm. I guess it depends on the driver, but
Mhm.
my fastest rally times with that car are with an XVO2. I had a pretty fast XVO1, and my XVO2 is by far way superior. But it may just be that car handles better for me and my driving style.
The XVO1 still was very realistic because of where the motor was mounted.
Well, yeah, sure.
They've
Hey, Duckman,
Yes.
is that a camouflage blanket underneath that net?
No, it's like a tent like thing. Tank.
Oh, because it looks like camo. Digital
It is.
camo.
It is. Yeah, it's digital camo. The digital camo tent
So
like.
you're mixing digital camo with real camo.
I know. I'm gonna
Max.
like puke. Yeah.
Yeah, gonna make people sick.
Yep.
Why don't you show off that van there? What you've done to it?
He was afraid to
We
do
just painted it.
He was afraid to do that scheme, and he ended up doing a great job.
Yep. We just painted it. It was Kurt's tow truck.
Body.
Hey, there's dualies in the back.
Yeah, it was Kurt's dually tow truck. But I said I'm gonna bring the Duck and Bean Adventure back together. So
Air conditioning in the back.
yep. And then there's Beanfield. He's driving.
What
Oh,
There
chassis
we
is that on?
go. SCX 10-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tony, do you any crawling?
I do a little bit, yeah.
What's your go-to crawler that you use?
My main, if I'm doing like a comp crawl kind of thing, is the Element Enduro.
Okay.
It's one of the first trucks I got from them and love the way that thing works. If I'm doing like a scale run, I have Sen came out with that. I don't remember what it was called, but it was kind of like the Ford Ranger. And that actually works. You have to do a little work to it, but it works really good. And then I've got a CCO2 that's kind of heavily modded that works really good.
Hey,
For
Frank,
it'll crawl okay, but it's kind of a short wheelbase, kind of narrow, so it makes a great trail truck and mild crawling. If I'm going to get into comp stuff, you definitely need like a comp rig, and unfortunately, the CCO2 is not that.
I got the CCO2 G-Wagon, and the only thing I don't like about it crawling is the front and rear bumper always get hung up because there's no clearance. So I got to find either raise the body or find a better body for it.
We got a nice guy that his name's Josh Gems Hobbies. He has some comp trucks.
Yep.
Their competition. Yeah.
He has one that's
Frames.
the Lone Ranger.
Yeah. I have the Lone Ranger. His is the Lone Ranger.
I just put a link in the chat to this was the first generation of the truck, of my crawler.
Okay. Yeah, see that one with the angle, it might be a little bit better than the body I have.
It's a CCO2.
Yeah.
with the FJ body on it.
So the front and rear bumpers, that's kind of the original kit. The front and rear bumper I had I had what was it? Scale so long ago. It's probably in the article, but I had a company make a bumper for a SCX-10, I think, and it fit. So I was able to kind of make it work on that. So it's a metal front bumper, um, but it fit
Oh,
right on there perfectly.
You got it on the long wheelbase too.
Yep.
Oh, he did the hex screw upgrade.
How much
And
do all those hex screws cost to do that?
and
I
they're
don't know.
stainless steel. I mean, did the shock upgrade with the
The
Pro
car
line.
now has a um, servo on axle upgrade,
Okay.
and
yeah.
it's way better. I moved the servo off the chassis onto the top of the axle, and it's so much better.
Yeah, I did this upgrade. This is definitely a must for the
Yeah.
CCO2
Aluminum. What? Aluminum
skid plate. Yeah, the aluminum skid
skid
plate.
Skid
plate.
plate.
Now, this is what I did not do to mine yet. I'm still running the same links.
I can't believe you'd want to hop it up, Frank. Oh, look, the Metal Gear upgrade.
Yeah, for the servo. There's
Wow,
all the,
it's thundering out.
oh yeah.
Mm.
Here's the links. Hey, the links are not there.
I'm sorry.
I said there's no upgrade linked on this
Oh,
one.
that was the initial
Yeah,
car that I built.
cool.
So, Tony, do you think you're ever going to go to clipless bodies?
Um,
They did with the 50th as an
I
option.
I think well, we also changed the new Ford hardbody Ranger had a front clipless body or clipless mount.
Mm.
I think it's probably
Whoa.
coming. We're trying to, I mean, when it came to the Dune Beetle Cross, we asked for that, but I just don't think they're ready to do that yet. But I do
Yeah.
think it's going to be eventually coming because they see that it is a highly requested feature.
Yeah. Right.
Because
Okay.
Tamiya is known for realism and people want to get rid of the posts.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
So this is my G Wagon,
oh
and
yeah,
I
oh,
put
steering
small
wheel and
tires
tire, oh,
on.
almost.
I did put small tires on it, and the reason is for the tire tuck, because
Yep,
I like when it sits that it looks scale.
yeah,
The problem with that is because I'm running very tiny tires, is my attack angle, the bumper is low and always gets hung up.
sure.
So, but that's my fault. That's the way I actually built it. So if I did put bigger tires, because let me tell you, these tires, they're small. Anybody
Hank.
guess how big they are? How many inches do you think?
They're not 1.9s, they're 1.55s or 1.75s.
They are 155 rims, but the tire is actually is 3 inch less than 3 and 3/4. So they're under 4 inches.
Wow.
Hank, I
So
think you had a happy dog in there, or somebody's
no,
had a
no,
cold.
that's a I did put magnets on here, so it does have magnets. But what I did is I hit the servo, not the servo, the winch right on this bumper. It actually mounts. Drilled it out, and it was perfect hidden under here. And I usually stick the lead off the hole here, off the top of the bumper.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, why is there so many fingerprints on that windshield?
That's dirt. It's dirt because I
Oh,
never
okay.
clean
'Cause
my
it's the,
truck. I don't.
yeah,
Well
it's
used.
pretty nasty, Hank.
Yeah. So. But yeah, there's not a lot of upgrades on here other than the skid plates. So, and I did buy the pumpkin guards.
Yep.
but that's my CCO2.
It's a fun truck.
Yes,
Man,
and it's pretty capable. When you lock all the diffs, it's pretty capable.
Wow, sounds like 12 gauge shotgun out here. Crazy thunder. Crazy thunder and lightning.
Where do you live?
Right out of Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Little ways. Leander, Liberty Hill.
My wife grew up in, she was born in Texas, East Texas.
Mm.
We got married in Austin.
Oh, cool.
This is my fastest taxi. Everybody calls it a taxi because it's kind of the checkered. But that's on magnet also, I believe. Yeah. So
Is that a Tamiya too, Tank?
guess which one that is.
I forgot what that one is.
Wait, I'll blow it up for you guys.
I forgot what Tamiya that is because I know it had front
It is a belt.
Oh, it's belt driven?
Yeah, batteries on the
TV.
bottom.
TVO5.
That's what I was thinking. No.
I don't know what it is. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my my chat to find out exactly which one it
Says
is.
SP on it.
And when they made the TC, those shocks look the same in the front.
Yeah, so if you look, there's a pulley here and there's another pulley that comes here that goes all the way to the back where the motor is.
I think I had one
Yeah.
of those at one point too, but I don't remember what it was. What chassis it was.
That's a TRF chassis, I think.
I can't
I always
remember.
thought them shocks were weird how they
Yeah.
Are
Designed.
they planning on making any new MS vehicles of some of their vehicles? Because
I have no
MS to
idea.
me, the MS is like TRF light. When they do an MS, it's a TRF light.
So I got this from John from Neck Cruiser RC, the car. It was a roller, no body, no nothing. And I picked up this this from somebody.
Ferrari.
This Ferrari from somebody at a pretty good price. I was happy to find it.
Did you
That's a
paint
cool
it,
looking body.
Tank?
I
Or
did paint it gold
paint it?
because I wanted
Nice.
it special gold. So,
Yeah.
but this
Yeah,
Them
it's
are
cool.
decals.
this is something I don't run often.
Yeah.
Did you drive that in one of your things?
One of my videos, yes, but I can't remember exactly
Racing it.
Racing? I might have raced it once. Might have raced it once. Just went to my bar fridge and bought myself a drink. I got my own fridge in my shop. Who else?
Oh.
That's when you know you've made it.
This actually used to be my home theater, and I converted it to an RC room. My wife always says we used to have a nice home theater here.
I think you should race that TBO5, I think, in your next race that you usually do in the summertime.
Yeah, I almost bought a TA07 from John, but I didn't. Just going through TRF 419, I think.
It's a good car. That's the one I race.
You know, Frank, there's a lower trim level for the MO7 and MO8.
Okay.
I just want to let you know. It's not
Yeah,
the
it
pro
is a
version.
TRF. Exactly which TRF, I'm not sure.
All right, so that chassis you just had, I think, is a TA06 Pro.
Ah, and it looks like a TRF light.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm back.
A06 Pro. Yes, it is. That is
The
correct.
lightning storm is kicking my butt over here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. The TRF I'm saying is because he put TRF shocks on there, but it is a TA06 Pro.
I think you should race it in I think you should race it in their
And I paid $60. I paid $60 as a roller, and that's Canadian, which is probably $40 for you guys.
That's great because that's a good car. That was one of my first Tamiya race cars. Love that car.
I want to see Frank race it in his parking lot.
I'm taking a break from parking lot wars.
Why?
We are.
I'm
I know why.
just taking a break from organizing stuff. I'm just taking a break
Just getting tired. It's hard, rough.
mentally. It's
Yes.
rough. So real
Mentally
quick,
rough.
we're gonna say goodbye to everybody. It's 11:35. So Keith, why don't you start saying your goodbyes?
Bye. Keep your RC muddy and your hamster smiling. Yeah, that's what my.
That's it. Now you say it.
Yeah, I remember now. And see you later, Tank.
See you
Take it
later.
easy.
And nice meeting you, Tony.
Yep.
Brad.
Thanks for the two new guys in the chat and everybody in the chat. And I hope Tony will bring more stuff to our channel here. And when
maybe
more
we
things
can
come
bring a
out.
special guest on Tamiya Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maybe we can invite the vice president from Tamiya to come in here
Oh,
He speaks English, doesn't he?
Yes.
oh, there you go,
there
Brad.
you go.
Just got to find his email and send it to
I
him.
bet he's pretty good at it too.
I said,
That
Brad
English?
needs to talk to you. Brad needs to tell you what to do to make it happen.
And what we should do is just put the two of them together. We just sit here and watch.
That's what it will be.
Yeah,
That's what it will
you know
be.
what? I would hope he would take my suggestions, like
Thank
he
you.
did with you guys. Which he might was he a brand new plant when the new guy took over? Did they replace their vice president, or he's the original vice president?
He opened up a can of worms, Tank.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, thanks, Brad. Tony, why don't you say your goodbyes?
Thanks everybody for having me in again. It was fun. Glad I could share our new vehicle with you. Yeah, if you guys want me to come back in whenever we have a release or something, yeah, just let me know and I'll be happy to bring something in and share with you guys and on Tamiya Tuesday, and we can let Brad just go crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we like that we have an insider.
Tamiya Tuesday was on my channel originally, and then I moved it to Brad's channel for a while, and then I just got tired, so I took a break, and now I'm bringing back Tamiya Tuesday once in a while. I'm thinking once a month now for now, unless there's something special. So you had that buggy, that Volkswagen, that was kind of cool, and I wanted to show that absolutely. And that's why I kind of did the Tamiya Tuesday last week or this week.
Tank,
What?
excuse me. I just got one more question for Tony. Is it Tamiya or Tamiya?
It is officially Tamiya, but everybody was saying Tamiya, so they're all right with either one.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So hope to see you again. Yes, I want to come out with a special subject. In other words, I want to stick on a special subject on Tamiya, on hop pops, or on something. So if you want to talk about something or bring up a certain subject on Tamiya, Clodbuster, we could do a whole series on Clodbuster, 2 hours easily on the Clodbuster or any other car. M chassis, explain why the big difference on M chassis and so on. So
Sure.
it would be cool.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much for coming week after week. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Till then, go out there, go charge up some batteries and go out there, break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun, right, Brad?
No, I my fun stops when things break, and something happened with my
You have to
super
fix
hot
it.
shot, and I had to stop
50%
for
of
a
it
day.
is building it, and then you fix it and break it, and you go and just go out there.